Hi guys, I'm Lisa for wtfLisa Tarot, and you'll have to pardon me. I'm excited right now. This song makes me happy, and I will tell you what it is in a minute. I'll try to get through this intro without happy giggles, but I can't guarantee anything. This song makes me happy. Anyway, I get messages through songs, so I have one earbud in, one earbud out. Like, share, subscribe. I'm sorry. Try to do this. Like, share, subscribe. Drop it to hit Cash App. wtfLisa Tarot. Uh, Shop my store, wtfLisa eBay. It's a random store with random things. I have some spiritual items and some random things that I just need gone. Anyway, wtfLisa eBay for that. I am closed for personal readings. I have $5 yes or no readings on wtfLisa Etsy. Links in the description. Oh my god, I have Boot Scootin' Boogie by Brooks and Dunn, and it makes me so happy. I love how he says Boot Scootin'. It's not funny, but it makes me laugh, and it's in a good way. I'm not making fun of him. It just makes me so happy because I've never had anyone say to me "boot scootin" in any way other than to say "boot scootin' boogie." But there's a honky tonk near the county line. The joint starts jumping every night when the sun goes down. Now, I am reading this on a Friday, so someone could have some plans going into this Friday. If it's not tonight, it's this weekend. Their plan is to get together to do the boot scootin' boogie. They want a boot scootin' boogie. It's great. Who doesn't want a boot scootin' boogie? When it's quitting time, I hit them. Someone's got big plans this weekend, and if I'm picking up their reading, their plans probably aren't going to go the way they think. Who has big plans for the weekend? This Mr. or Mrs. Boot Scootin' Boogie? Do that right away. Stuck out in the woods to do the boot scootin' boogie. We have a King of Wands, Fire Sign, Leo, Aries, sad. She's heel toe, dosey do. Come on, baby, let's go boogie, boot scootin'. I wish someone would ask me, do you want to go boot scootin'? Yes. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna do it. Baby, meet me out back. We're gonna boogie. And him, and it could be Mr. and Mrs. Fire Sign, Leo, Aries, Sag. I got Queen of Wands and King of Wands here. Even if they're not married, whatever it is, these people got big plans. We're gonna go boot scooting. The fire signs are boot scooting. They're gonna boot scooting boogie. Baby, meet me out back. We're gonna boogie. That's what the King of Wands says to her, and she's like, okay, let's go boogie. So that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna go boogie. That's great. However, does this boogeyman? What's going on with this boogeyman? Sad son, what'll be? Want a shot of that redhead yonder looking at me? They could be, I don't know what this is. It could be a rendezvous. They're gonna meet up, but it's not gonna go well. It's really not. I saw outlaws, in-laws, crooks and straights, justice, and 7 of swords. Whatever it is, I feel like the police will have to be involved. Heel toe dosey do. Come on, baby, let's go boogie. These people lied about their whereabouts. So this guy could have told someone, oh, I've got a meeting in New Jersey. And then he's meeting in Tennessee or whatever to go boogie. This one's like, I got a PTA meeting in Connecticut. I'm going to be gone all weekend. And then she's really in Tennessee doing the boot scootin' boogie. Dosey do. Come on, baby, let's go boot scootin'. 4 of Wands. 7 of Wands. A lot of fire, a lot of passion in here, but 10 of Swords. This is like a forbidden romance. And as much as I want to dress it up to be like, isn't it romantic? There's nothing romantic about this situation here at all. This is a very inappropriate relationship. And then once these two people are caught, it's very bad. Get down, turn around, go to town, boot, scootin' boogie. Who has a PTA meeting all weekend in Connecticut? I don't know why I thought of that. I couldn't think girls trip, and then no, I had to go with that. Whatever it is, this could be one of those suburban moms like Miss PTA, but she's not. She's gonna go meet somebody. Unbreak my heart, Tony Braxton. This guy could be someone she met off the internet. This could be these dorks that are like, we're in love, even though they've never met or seen each other. They might talk very well over the fucking internet, but once they meet, it's different. And back in the day, I had a big Twitter following, and I wrote jokes on there. And I met a lot of people. Not in the dating way, Although I did meet a couple people that way, and it didn't last, of course. And in some cases, people would be like, "Hey, I'm rolling through. You know, I live in Vegas, so they're like, "You want coffee? You want to have dinner?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So I just have dinner. And some people were fine. They were who they said they were. They were cooler than I expected. So, but the majority, totally not who they said they were. Totally like catfish type people. They might not have lied about who their personality is, but their pictures, everything else was a total fake. Love me again. Undo this hurt. So I feel like these two are really excited about some internet hookup, but once they meet, their pictures, they either use younger pictures of themselves or in some cases other people. They don't mesh well in person. There's something here. It's not fair. You don't want to remember. But I still feel like there's consequences from it. 4 of coins and temperance. These people have talked for a long time, maybe up 4 years, 4 months online, and decided to meet up. Our passion's so strong. Chariot, let's rush to go boot scooting somewhere weird. But devil, it's once they get there, it's a total fucking mess. They don't really get along well. You know, one of these people said they look like this, and then they show up and they're not. They're like 10, 20 years older, much bigger. Whatever it is, these two people were both dishonest, and they are dishonest not only to each other, to themselves, and to their spouses, their significant others, their family, people around them, because they have this emotional affair going on. They go to make it like in person, and it's just a they have this whole fantasy life, and the bubble's gonna burst now. The reality of their fantasy life is not gonna go well. Energy vampire. I feel like they are both energy vampires. And energy vampires can't really leech off each other. They don't produce their own energy. So I don't know if they just felt connected online because they're both energy vampires, but when they meet, it's like a dud because they can't leech energy off each other. Neither one produces energy or has it. They have to steal it from others. So it doesn't work. There's just nothing there. Don't leave me in all this pain, says Tony Braxton. This song always reminds me of somebody, and not because they broke my heart, because he would just sing this randomly. This guy I worked with, his name was Gene. He was like one of my favorite people I worked with. He was so like sophisticated. He was this tall, very graceful, sophisticated. I don't want to say older man because he wasn't that much older than me, like 6 years older. But because he was so sophisticated, he had this very wise mentality, even though he really wasn't. And but when Gene was drunk or high, he was like the funniest motherfucker. It was totally. And I went to a few parties and Gene was there, and he would sing this song, and he's like, "I'm Tony Braxton on break," and it was just like funny coming from him because usually he's so posh and very like, very sophisticated, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Unbreak my heart," and it was just totally different. So some people hear this song and they're like, "I remember my first love," or whatever, and I'm like, I remember a drunk guy, a drunk sophisticated man. Anyway, I'm shady individual. They're both shady, but one is shadier. I feel like this guy in particular, this King of Wands, criminal record, like she doesn't know, but she'll figure it out when she meets him. I feel like he is dirty, he's gross, like this was all bad. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the theme song. There's no words to this. But here's the thing, though. There's creepy ass energy vampire rendezvous doesn't go well, and I feel like the police end up being called because these two fight, or there's just something weird. I feel like it's more of a noise disturbance. Fake smiles. They're gonna try to pretend to get along because outcasts. They're kind of stuck there, hotel reservations, whatever it is, but they don't like each other, and it's just gonna end up in a fight over blown ego. You got two narc energy vampires. They don't get along well. Both are bossy. Both are demanding, and I just feel like it ends up they're stuck in this situation now. They don't like each other, but they're stuck in this room for the weekend, and I just feel like they get in a fight. Cops are called, and then everyone knows what's going on. Two catfish energy vampires getting exactly what they deserve. Each other. Let's get some in the shadows. I need to focus on my healing. Both these people do. You're an energy vampire. You can't function without other people's energy. That's a fucking problem. But they don't see it as a problem. They're probably those types that are like, it makes me dominant. No, it doesn't. It makes you a fucking parasite, you leech bastard. So you can't leech off each other because neither one has anything. They can't produce energy. They can't produce anything. They can only still kill, destroy. And you get two of them together. They either end up working together to plot, but they always end up being each other's downfall. And in some cases, these two thought they were conning somebody. They were just conning themselves. I want to tell you so much. And we are not right for each other. I feel like they both came in wanting to scam and leech off each other. She thought, this is my prince, I'm gonna get all his money, blah blah blah, whatever he told her he had. He doesn't have shit. He thought, I'm gonna meet her, she's got all this money, all this shit, I'm gonna leech. Yay, but both are lying. Two catfish in a scummy pond. You deserve each other. But it's just gonna go badly. I just feel like an argument, noise complaint in this hotel, motel. They're not in a hotel. They're both hoes, but they're in a motel. I wonder if that's why they call it hotel. I'm sorry. Because all the hoes, everyone's a hoe in a hotel. I don't know why I'm saying this. No, get your freak on, Missy Elliott. Well, these are both freaky-ass energy vampires that are gonna take each other out. It's great. It's sweet justice. Let's get some true crime cards. Male. Yeah, we established that. The King of Wands is probably a male. But I feel like he's going to jail. Maybe he pops the other one in the face or something. I just slapped her in the mouth once. Jeez. But agreed. They both thought they were gonna leech off each other. Both thought they were, I'm gonna scam this easy mark. But they were both lying. Oops. Holla! The screen went black. I had to pull up the lyrics again. Get freak on. Get your freak on. I feel like they... Wow. My voice just totally went crazy there. My throat closed up for a minute. That sucked. I still feel like these people have sex because they're just gross. But it makes the energy worse. Is that your chick? People you know. Me and Timberland. No, that's not my chick. Power supply. These two people thought they had each other. They could leech off each other, but they can't. A charger and a charger don't mix, you know. A dead battery and a dead battery don't mix. They don't come together and all of a sudden both are living there. You just have two dead batteries. Anyway, I feel like these people just have an argument. That's why the cops are called. Because noise. And then I don't know. I just popped her in the mouth. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Hermit. Because I feel like she's going to quiet. Shh. Hush your mouth. With this Hermit and Knight of Swords, I feel like someone has to call home for bail money. Why? Because they just popped her in the mouth. That male energy. I think he punches her in the face. 7 of Cups. And he's arrested. And then slowly this story unfolds. And people hear it more and more. Could also be a news story. 9 of Coins. Guy needs bail. Page of Wands. He's embarrassed as fuck over the whole thing. Because people find out what happened. Same vibe. The female's embarrassed. Because she's got to go home with physical injury on her face. She has to explain. And she'll probably, if she presses charges, she's going to have to testify and all that. And she'll have to explain that. And this is just an embarrassing weekend for both. But they deserve it. Energy vampires. Ace of Cups. Wow, that came out of nowhere. I'm not even sick and I'm doing this reading and I'm like, I can't even... I feel like with this Ace of Cups, there's a surprise. 9 of Wands. King of Cups. Well, first of all, 6 of Cups. These people have a long history of doing this with people. Which tells me STDs. And if this is Mr. Fire Sign for the other one, this isn't the first time she's cheated. And to him, I think this is going to be grounds for divorce if she's married to a water sign. I have Soul to Squeeze by Red Hot Chili Peppers. 8 of Cups. Page of Coins. They have a child. Knight of Cups. And I feel like 3 of Coins, he's going to get custody. The divorce will be in his favor. So good, because I feel like this water sign male needs to be free of this bitch, man. I feel bad that he's married to someone like that, and that they have a child, and that all this is happening. She seems like a narc. And it's like, I don't know. This is the last straw for him. Hierophant, this is the husband. Ace of Coins, the breadwinner, the provider. She doesn't do anything. Without his money, she can't live the energy vampire life. And Judgment, after this embarrassing bullshit, she's out. From where my brain is, where I believe he's gonna do what's best for the child and cut off contact with this bitch, and he should. I also feel an energy she has a disease. One of these two, they're energy vampires, so they tend to sleep around a lot, and a lot of times unprotected, which means they usually come with a lot of diseases. There's an STD for both of them from this. I can't tell who has it or if they each have one. I don't know how that works. King of Coins, Ace of Swords. That'll come up in the divorce. 10 of Coins, which will really help the water sign masculine as he divorces the fire sign femme. 2 of Wands, and help him. 7 of Coins get custody. Page of Swords. To me, it's just all the evidence. The fire sign male, I don't know if he's married, and I don't care. I would say being arrested for something stupid definitely will affect his life, but who gives a shit?